Yes, welcome. This is the better waifu war. The one with the punching.
Exactly, my friend. For those that didn't know, I am Martel,
And I am Zara.
and we welcome you to the first iteration of this very special tournament here in the West Castle Arena, and for your hearing pleasure, recording on CDs. What does CD mean again?
I have no idea. I've paid to be here.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both. And we are sponsored today by none other than Florin's Item Shop. Because, frankly, Zara, why would you go chasing after 20 slimes to get the fluids for a guild quest when you could just buy it and be done with it?
Exactly. Why would you want to work your butt off trying to find those damn things? And they could just sink in the cracks.
Because cheaters are the best winners.
Absolutely.
Florin, a name you can trust in. Now, as far as the tournament goes, 16 exceptional fighters lodging from everywhere in the Mill Kingdom will duke it out in some grueling armed matches for the blood and gore and violence you'll crave for.
Place your bets now, people. This is gonna get nice.
These matches are all single elimination. First one to lose is out. Though it comes in sets of 3 rounds, as long as they can stand up, they can fight.
First one to lose replaces Healbot.
I think Hilbert is part of the tournament, actually. He's been recorded by that name by the master of the whole little group.
If Healbot actually wins this tournament, I swear to God.
Swear to the angels, that's more reliable.
That's true.
Now, for the final bout, however, there will be 2 set of matches. First one to 2 victories will win this exceptional cup, as well as a glorious prize of... we'll get back to you on that one.
No use spoiling the surprise.
Of course, and that's not all because we haven't figured that one right yet.
Totally guilty as charged. Totally.
Now, we'll begin drafting who will fight against who in the first round of this exceptional tournament. But first thing first, Zara, do you have any favorites?
Of course, I'm here representing the Mountain Goddess, who will hopefully cream everybody here.
The Mountain Goddess, I believe you're talking about Kairi, is that right?
No, oh dear God, no. That stick? No. I'm talking, of course, about Yamamaya. The one fiery goddess that needs no introduction.
So loving these cat ears, or is it these muscles, or is it that brawny, no-nonsense attitude?
Oh, it's all of the above, my good friend.
Excellent.
Though I do have to say, I am a fan of the hero himself. I love somebody who has a big sword and swings it like he just doesn't care.
That he does. It's impressive. Even holds it with one hand sometimes, just to show off that's the kind of guy he is. And since he gives us money, we're gonna praise him even more.
Indeed. Enough about my favorites. Do you have anybody in this tourney that you're looking forward to seeing?
That I do, my dear, that I do. I mean, if you look at the lineup, you've gotta say something for the armored fierceness of Reina.
Oh yes, I remember her.
Oh, did you already meet her before?
Yeah, I did. Me and her had a little run-in.
I'm happy you still have bones enough to tell the tales, because she looks like she could beat anyone into a pulp, and don't care about it.
Absolutely.
But let's not sleep on the mages.
Oh,
There's a lot of magic users in this party, and they can be very resourceful. That albino in particular, Lowell, I believe, looks very fierce.
all of the mages are very unpredictable, and they worry me fiercely.
Absolutely, and it's always the meek one that sometimes just get you out from behind.
Blessed are the meeks, for they shall inherit the earth, or something.
Some of them more blessed than others. Hello, Meline.
Oh, Malene, the little sister, right?
Yeah, I believe there's a link between her and the hero.
Oh, we might get some sibling rivalry. This might be fun.
More than one even, since I believe the two pink-haired ones are in the same family as well. Which is odd, since I believe Reina had a brother and had a sister.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Sometimes family have some secrets.
This tourney is going to be very nice if those two get in the ring.
Very exciting. Now I can't wait anymore. Who will fight who? Let's draft it out now.
Dun 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 dun.
So, the first person to be in the fighting rounds will be number 4, Chimay.
Oh, the one that can't speak common. Oh, this is going to be very interesting.
Very interesting. You spoke about predictability and unpredictability before, and I believe she's gonna be one wild card.
Oh yeah, when nobody can understand what she's saying, they can't predict what spell she's gonna cast.
And she will be facing out against Meline.
Oh dear, the little ones are going to be fighting. This is going to be very interesting.
We're gonna start with a magic light show, and it's gonna be very fierce.
Oh yes.
So between them two, who do you have and why?
I'd honestly put my money on Chimay, just because of the unpredictability, and she has some of the weirdest magic I've seen out of anybody.
Absolutely, but let's not sleep on Meline as well. She doesn't have a clerical background, but in spite of that has some powerful prayers at her disposal. I believe she came to the tournament armed with a mystical tome of blades.
Oh, this might be very interesting then. It could go
Very
either way.
interesting indeed. Absolutely! Then that's what's so exciting about the JazzyJeff Special Edge Fighting Tournament, brought to you by Flowin's Item Shop.
Remember, cheaters are always winners.
That they are, unless they get caught. And then it's 50-50.
Yeah, it depends on how good they can run.
Now let's run with our matchup number 2. First is Kyrie.
Oh, okay, the Burning Blizzard.
The Burning Blizzard herself. With a nickname like that, you know she's gonna be something fierce.
I'd honestly give the raw power edge to her over Kame.
Absolutely, absolutely. If both of them win, it's gonna be one explosive match to be certain.
Yes.
Her opponent is going to be Therese. I mean, I pronounce it Therese.
Who's Furries again?
You know, Therese, Paladin of the Angel of... I don't remember who... Wait, what order is the one with the wet scarves again?
I honestly don't remember, but her armor does look nice.
That it does. Certainly a nice 5 window, surprising for an armored, burly character, very defensive style. I believe it's gonna be the traditional unstoppable object against the immovable force, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the advantage, I'd honestly give that to Therese, because any paladin has healing magic, and that might be able to turn the playing field. What do you think?
I think that's gonna be tough, because on one side you got indeed the ability of Furious to endure and sustain herself, but on the other hand, this freezing and acid magic of Kairi is able to breach through the strongest defenses, and I think it's gonna be a really interesting matchup.
Yeah, but who's next?
Who's next? Let me tell you right now, it's gonna be... Oh, your favorite Yamamaya, the mountain goddess herself.
Go Yama!
I think we can skip the who's your favorite in this matchup already.
Absolutely.
Remind me who your second favorite was?
My second favorite was... Hero?
Yes, and it's her opponent.
Oh God.
That's going to be an explosive matchup.
Oh, come on, Yama, crush this bastard.
Brute berserk power, slugging it off right away in the third match of the competition.
Oh,
how exciting.
Oh man, like Yama has the physical strength advantage, but Hero has a lot of wacky abilities that he can buff himself with.
Absolutely, he fights dirty, let me tell you. And that's what brought him here today.
He fondles her during the match. I swear to God, I'm coming out of these stands. You hear me?
But I believe we have a no sex in the middle of the arena rule for this.
Oh, thank God. Well, then again, that's not really going to stop him from trying, is it?
Absolutely not. And there's always the locker rooms.
Damn it.
Now, next role, it's gonna be Gargan.
Oh.
Talking about someone who's gonna fight dirty, Gargan is really that, even more so perhaps than the hero, that dirty fighter who just gets in and gets the advantage. A very technical fighting style with his long sword.
Oh, yes.
I heard he even brought with him a stack of parchments too.
I hear that he has one move that if he hits you with it, you're vulnerable as hell. And he's gonna finish you off in the next hit.
Well, it sounds like he's gonna face off against the kind of agile fighter who will precisely be able to avoid those hits because his opponent is Bronwyn.
Oh, the first elf. Oh.
Absolutely. Did you know Bronwyn in Elvish apparently means nice tits?
Are you shitting me?
No, it's true.
Oh, that is awesome.
I know. The Elvish language is so beautiful at times. But it's gonna be an interesting matchup because, I mean, Gargan, as I said, wants to get in to go and sucker punch you, while Bronwyn wants to keep her distance.
Honestly, I'd give the edge to Gargan in that case. Long range versus short range, it depends on how it starts, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially since, for the purposes of this tournament, Bronwyn is gonna have a bit of a different weapon than her usual. It can become a bow, but it has melee abilities primarily, so she won't be completely harmless, but she'll be on the back foot.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm giving the advantage to Gargan. Like, if they started a long distance apart, Braun would have the advantage, but because it's a tournament, she's going to be close to start.
And because we want things to be dirty right away.
Giggity.
Now, for the other side of the tournament bracket, let us start with Yeon.
Who's Yeon again? Remind me.
She's the one who whacks people with her books.
I wonder how she's going to compare against her opponent.
That's certainly an interesting one, but we already know that she's gonna have, as a white mage from Southport Academy, Southwest University, excuse me, that kind of endurance, that kind of sustainability that we talked about with Ferris before.
Oh yeah, the healing. But then again, her weapon's a book. Well, she's gonna compete.
It's not a single book, it's a bunch of books in a bag.
Oh lordy. I retract my statement.
Oh, don't retract it yet. Don't pull out yet, as my last wife said.
Oh god.
Because her opponent is one with a very unusual weapon as well, and that's gonna be Daira.
Oh, the bard, right?
Absolutely, someone mysteriously looking like that girl that was kidnapped mid-concert in this very arena before. But surely it can be her, even though she hides her face in every picture we took so far.
We'll have to investigate that later. But for now, a white mage versus a bard. That is an unusual matchup.
Very unusual indeed, a surprising matchup too, and I think it's going to be very unpredictable. Very wild, someone working with an oddly shaped guitar versus books. It's certainly going to be a very diverse set of fights here in the JazzyJeff Special Edge Fighting Tournament.
Sponsored by Florine.
Because everyone can be a winner, as long as you cheat long enough.
And don't get caught.
And don't get caught. Now for the next match, we have Lowell.
The necromancer. The very tiny necromancer.
Absolutely, though, because of the diligence here of the personnel of the West Castle Arena, she won't have corpses to rely upon.
Whoa.
Do you think that's gonna be a disadvantage for her?
Well, let's see how the tournament goes. There may be a corpse somewhere.
Ah, that's certainly a possibility. And against her is going to be Elia.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a corpse at the end of this match. But it ain't going to be Elia, that's for sure.
She has a reputation for being a relentless bounty hunter, isn't she?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of marks that she's claimed.
And talking about the distance advantages we spoke about before with Gargan v Bronwyn, here we have even more of an extreme distance difference as well between the dagger on one hand and the pistols on the other. Do you think magic can help close the gap?
No. Honestly, with Bronwyn, that bow would take a little bit more time to draw. But I'm thinking Elia can just say, alright, good luck. Bang. Match over.
Absolutely. And here's hoping this won't happen because we like to entertain for more than half a second.
Well, let's hope. We might be able to take her guns away.
I think she actually has only one gun for this tournament.
Okay, good. So she's not going to get double shot.
Now then, for the last pairing we'll already know of. The first of the two is going to be Raina.
The one that you were talking about.
Exactly, that armored advantage that's going to let her undo a very offensive opponent. I believe she can use that advantage to take control of the battlefield and really duke it out against an opponent. Alright, well, her opponent is going to be Dahl.
Oh, Lord have mercy, the Battle of the Tanks.
We talked about a fight that might last 3 seconds before. That one could very last all day.
Oh, good Lord, both... Well, no, only Dahl has regenerative abilities.
Yeah, I think that you're right with that. That does give her a bit of more of a sustained ability, but on the other hand, Raina could very well get the advantage right away and then ride the momentum.
Oh yeah, this is a match that'll be decided in the first few rounds. If Raina can get in there and fucked all up real quick, it'll be hers. But if she fucks around and wastes her time, Doll will have the advantage.
All we know is given the tournament master, someone's gonna get fucked.
With Hero around, absolutely.
Speaking of precisely the opposite, the last person to be picked is going to be Heelbot.
Oh, the laughing stock of the Middle Kingdom.
I believe some people were mentioning a Felix person, but I don't see him on the list of possible opponents.
Nope.
Do you think we had someone just chickening out?
Oh yeah, probably. That explains why our last spot isn't taken yet.
I see. No, Hellbat himself. Again, this sustaining power, but I believe as a Mystic Forge, an adventurer apprentice, he's going to be surprisingly resourceful.
One can hope. He can't stay in the bottom forever.
Absolutely. I mean, some people can, and others become switches. Shout out to Southport.
There you go.
Southport, where I believe Hilbert spent his studying years. Do you think the fact he doesn't know who his opponent is going to be maybe will be a disadvantage for someone who relies on his knowledge more than his weaponry to fight? Because I mean, someone like Wayne already has a battle plan. It's getting there, wall through. That one, it's going to be a bit more, again, unpredictable, I think is the key name of this tournament.
Yeah, it could go either way. It just depends on who does what.
And we'll see who will be Hilbert's opponent in only a few days, right before the tournament starts. Actually, no. I'm getting a message. I think it's going to be before the second half of the tournament starts.
Ooh, the suspense.
Absolutely. Now, I believe we're going to have more info on that 16th competitor later on. But for now, that's it for the pairings. Looking at them, I repeat them for everyone for sum up. We have Shimei versus Meline.
Fury, the Burning Blizzard versus Therese.
We have Yamamaya versus the Hero.
Go Yama! We have Gargan versus Bronwyn.
Yeon versus DD.
Laurel versus Elia.
Wayna versus Doll.
And Heelbot versus our latecomer.
That's going to be one of the most thrilling tournaments I'm going to commend this year for certain.
Absolutely. I don't see any competition out there.
I mean, the Dex Classic was pretty fierce, but won by the Hero as well as two other tournaments this year. But he's going to have very strong competition right from the start.
That doesn't bode well for Yama.
I think that bodes well for our spectators here in the West Castle Arena.
Oh yes, they'll have the show that they paid for.
I can't wait until it starts. But until it does, it was Martel.
And this is Zara.
And it was the JazzyJeff Special Edge Fighting Tournament, brought to you by Flowing's Item Shop. Every item you want delivered right to the front of the item shop because we take no delivery.
Be as discreet as you want.
And remember to keep up with the sale. For 7 blade bars bought, the 8th is half price.
And with that, that is us, all the time that we've got for today.
Thank you for listening. Keep wanting that blood and gore.